Hello everyone. Many of you asked for a tutorial video. After you buy the plugin, open the library and search for the plugin name in the Fab library. Just search for this name, RenderPass. Here it is. Just install the version you need, for example, version 5.7. After installing, open your project. I've prepared a simple Unreal Engine project here, and I've created a very simple camera animation. Open any sequence, and from here you can open our plugin. First, this top section is our sequence. If your target is a different sequence, just click Scan, and it will automatically scan the currently active sequence. Below are some common resolutions, or you can customize your own resolutions. You can input anything freely. Then this is the frame rate, usually 30, 24, or 25. It mainly depends on your project. Below is the custom frame range. If you don't enable it, it renders the full frame range. If enabled, you can input your own frame range. Below that is the render quality. There are two parameters here. The first is preview, the second is production. For preview, the quality across the board is a bit lower. Below are some commonly used passes. You should all be familiar with these, so I won't go into detail here. Here you can save a preset. For example, if I only want to render the beauty pass, velocity, crypto, and a custom mask, you can save a commonly used preset. Let's just write test, for example. After saving, next time you just select this test preset, and these are your frequently used settings. For demonstration purposes here, let's select all the passes. Below is where you can preview our passes. Let's open the preview. The first one is the Z-depth pass. Here you can see we can manually adjust the Z-depth range. For example, I can set it to 5,000 here, depending on your own project. The second one is normal. Here you can switch between different normal types. The third one is AO. You can change the AO intensity and sampling here. The default sampling is fine. The quality is quite high. Let's change the intensity to 1. Below that are roughness, metallic, and motion vector. This one is one of our core features, custom mask. When using this custom mask for the first time, many people can't see the effect. You can try it, you see, no effect. That's because an option in the settings isn't enabled. Let's open settings, search for depth, and here you must select the fourth option, enabled with stencil. After enabling it, you don't need to restart. You'll find it has already taken effect. Let me multi-select a few objects so we can see the effect. The sky can also be selected. Open the preview. You can see this is the mask we selected. You can also add to the selection here. Next, this is our save path. This depends on your personal habit. This feature is also very good. If you are rendering a long job or queue, you can turn on your notification. It can notify you on your phone. Currently, it supports 4 types: Discord, Faceshu, Enterprise WeChat, and DingTalk. The 2 buttons below, one is Auto version, the other is Auto package. This is easy to understand. For example, if you render the first version, it will add a timestamp at the end, showing what date and time it was rendered. The Auto package feature automatically zips the files after rendering, making it easy to send to colleagues or keep as an archive. This will play a sound after rendering to remind you. Below that is some render history, so you can see which queues we have selected. Once these are all set up, we directly click this button to send it to our movie render queue, and it will automatically activate the movie render queue. Actually, you can add your own preferred settings in the settings here, like anti-aliasing, or add other settings you use for rendering, like console variables. All of these are fine. Then click Render. This is fully automatic. You don't need to do anything. After rendering, you'll hear a sound. It will remind you the render is done. All right, we can see it's finished rendering.
Next, let's look at the export options. There are 2 options here, AE and Nuke. Let's look at AE first. Before exporting, let's open AE and check its settings. This setting is mandatory. In the last scripting section, open the first option, allow scripts to write files and access network. Then click OK. Now it can be imported. We go back to UE, directly click this Send to AE button. You can see all the sequences have come over. It has automatically organized our sequence names here. You can see the beauty, CryptoPass, reflection, AO. These are all ready. Let's look at them one by one. The first is our beauty pass. The second is our beauty pass in EXR format. The third is our CryptoPass. It has added a CryptoMatte effect to our CryptoPass layer in the effect controls. We can try it. Hold Shift to add selection, hold Control to subtract selection. Once we've selected the mask we want, we can click the fourth option. This way, it can be used as a standalone mask. Next, let's look down. The next one is base color. You need to manually check this option here, which means unlit. The one below is easy to understand. This means reflection, only reflection. Next is AO. AO is automatically set to the multiply mode here. Next is normal and Z-depth. Below are roughness, metallic, and motion vector. This is our mask template. These 8 masks are the custom masks we defined in UE earlier. Just these masks. Moreover, they have occlusion relationships. Also, when exporting, if you don't have AE open, clicking Send to AE will pop up a folder containing a script. After opening AE, you can click Send to AE again to re-import or manually import it. For example, if you want to send this script to your colleague, you can have them manually import it. Here we click File, Scripts, Run Script File. Then find this folder, and we just double-click. Here you can see the result is exactly the same as the automatic import. Very simple. All right. Next, let's see if we export to Nuke. For the export target here, select Nuke. Please note here, every time you use this feature, it will automatically install a small script in the user's folder. You can see there's a prompt here. Then we close Nuke and restart it. All right, after restarting, we go back to UE and click Send to Nuke again. Here you can see our footage has come over. Let's play it. Looks good, no problem. Here are our nodes. You can preview the different passes and layers. This is the custom mask we had just now. Here are the individual ones. And here is an output node at the end. Next, let's see how to render multiple sequences at the same time. At the very top of the plugin, there's a button. Click it, and it adds the currently selected sequence to the queue. Then we select another one, add it again, select another one, and add it. Now we have 3 sequences in our queue. At this time, we click Send to Movie Render Queue. You can see we have 6 jobs here. Every sequence has 2 jobs. Note one thing here. Look at the first 2 jobs. The levels for these 2 sequences are the same, so we don't need to choose here. No need to change. The level for the third one is not the same as the first 2. So we select this sequence and job that we want to change, and here we select the corresponding level. All right, once selected, we click Render. All right, now that rendering is finished, we click Send to AE. Here you can see all 3 of our sequences have been sent into AE. Let's play it and check. All right, no problem. Next, let's look at another core feature, Flash Render. The meaning of this feature is, before the formal render, render one frame first to see the effect, and wait until the parameters are adjusted before starting the formal render. Let's first look at this indoor scene. There are characters, some static meshes, and some blueprint components. Masks can be applied to all of these. Let's quickly apply some masks. Preview it and take a look. All no problem, because blueprint components are supported. All right, once we are ready, cancel the preview, directly click Flash Render. After rendering here, you can see it automatically pops up a folder for convenient previewing. At this time, we can send it to our Nuke. This result and the sending process are exactly the same as the formal render. The necessary passes are all the same. here. It currently supports 4 software programs: Discord, DingTalk, Feishu, and Enterprise WeChat. Next, I'll demonstrate how to use this on Discord. After entering our channel, right-click to create a new channel. Enter any name here. Then click Settings, Integrations, Create. At this time, it will create a URL. We copy this URL. After copying, go back to UE, directly paste this URL. Then we test it. You can see the test is successful. What is this used for? After our single sequence and multi-sequence rendering is finished, it will automatically send a notification. You can see this is the multi-sequence we just rendered. There are 3 sequences here, and for each sequence, its name, resolution, and passes, these output paths are all clearly explained to you. Next, let's introduce an optional feature, AE LiveLink Pro. You need to purchase and install another plugin of mine. It can synchronize UE and AE cameras and tracking points with one click. It supports focal length, supports automatic switching of multiple cameras. These are all supported bidirectionally. Moreover, it also supports light synchronization between AE and UE, supports plane synchronization between AE and UE, even for UE's camera rigs, crane arms, and complex dynamics of deep parenting, it can support them. And it also supports text synchronization. After I purchase and install the other plugin, this can be activated here. How to use it after activation? You can select the camera and tracking points. After rendering, directly click Send to AE. At this time, you can see it sent 2 compositions. The first is our initial pass composition. The second is the camera and tracking points. We copy these 3 layers into the first one. You can see our tracking point has connected perfectly with the little sphere in the original file. Let's test it. Create a new text, type any text, then convert the text to a 3D layer and link it to the tracking point. You can see this text stably follows the tracking point. Regarding the specific introduction of AE LiveLink Pro, you can check my YouTube homepage. There is a playlist here with specific feature explanations. Friends who are interested can purchase and support it. Next, let's see how the plugin supports large scenes. This is an island scene, and it uses a lot of plugin assets. You can see this sky is the very familiar ultra-dynamic sky. The ocean is also the familiar fluid flux. Then the roads are very detailed. The entire city uses the Road Creator Pro plugin. And our forest uses a PCG-generated forest, a very simple PCG graph. Let's pick a random camera angle and test our plugin. We select the road, randomly give it a pass. You can see it's recognized, no problem. Next, let's select the sky. Give it a blue color, also recognized. Next, select the ocean. Also, no problem. Then we select our PCG forest. You can see it's similarly recognized. Then we select our landscape. Similarly, no problem. There are also some hand-painted layers here. Let's take a look. We can see this can also be recognized. Island elements like these static meshes can similarly be recognized. Moreover, these are not standard static meshes. Many are assets generated by blueprints, like ultra-dynamic sky. These can all be perfectly recognized. Alright, next, let's render and take a look. This button can clear all the masks you currently have selected. This Save button can save the masks you've currently stored. Wait until next time you close the project. After opening the project, these masks will still exist. First, let's select the floor. Then these containers, give them some masks randomly. Then we select the ocean PCG forest, and our landscape. These are some of our static meshes. We can also give them a mask. All right, let's render and test it. We use Flash Render. All right, now that rendering is finished, it pops up the folder. We directly send it to Nuke to take a look, preview the passes, and compare them with the UE5 passes. Exactly the same.